Hey guys, this is Brendan back with another video, and today I will be showing you one of the best minor log hog rider compositions that I've ever used. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys a couple good replays. Here's one against a P.E.K.K.A. For all you guys that don't know how to counter a P.E.K.K.A, this is how I do it. Okay, so I'm facing level 10. And since my last video, I have leveled up to level 9. And I give him a good look. And I started off with the mini P.E.K.K.A, which wasn't that great of an idea, but I had nothing else really except my miner to kill that elixir collector, which still got off one elixir, which I was hoping it wouldn't. Minion gets one shot off the witch, and that's pretty much it. The log is really good though. So basically, in this, like 2 days ago, the log got a really big buff, and it rolls faster, farther, and does 8% more damage, I think. And this is probably one of the best pushes that I use. I use it pretty often too. I forget when he showed his P.E.K.K.A. I think it was towards the end when he finally got double elixir. So I'm waiting for my elixir to get back to 10. Going back and forth between the log and the mini P.E.K.K.A. And it looks like he places his P.E.K.K.A. right now. Like I said, the log is really good. This was before the update though, so I barely got the princess, and I got a shot off the tower with the mini P.E.K.K.A. which I was hoping it hit the P.E.K.K.A, but it's not that bad. There's a witch, and the P.E.K.K.A's behind it, which you normally don't want. You want the P.E.K.K.A tanking for the witch. I push the P.E.K.K.A back. I stop the minions with my own, and the P.E.K.K.A doesn't even get off shot. Take out the elixir collector. The minions are right behind the hog, and it looks like he gave up. He just fireballed inside of a rage, and that's GG. Yep, like I said, this is a really good miner deck. And here's another one. This time looks like I'm facing a prince, skeleton army, and a minion horde. He starts off with the prince, and I put a Valkyrie and some minions to counter it. I zap his minion horde to stop it, and he countered my miner with some archers, but not before I got off about 320 damage. I don't know why I put that mini P.E.K.K.A down. I think that was an accident. And then he almost got that hit off. That's why I said wow. He just missed it. Put the Valk right there to counter the musketeer and get some shots off the giant real quick. Level 7 giants are ridiculous. So are level 7 hogs. They're just crazy. Oh, this is funny. Watch this. So the minions are tanking for the Valkyrie, and the Valkyrie gets a shot off, and his tower just got a lot of damage. I counter the prince with the zap and a mini P.E.K.K.A. And the archers with the Valkyrie, because archers can do a decent amount of damage without anything stopping them. So, and once again, the Valkyrie just about gets a shot off, but she dies, just like the mini P.E.K.K.A in the beginning. And I put the miner because I had nothing else to stop the musketeer. I was thinking about using the log, but there's nothing else behind her that would have got hit, so I thought it was pointless. Usually I like hitting either a giant or a hog rider or two things like archers and musketeer. And I get 2 shots off with the mini P.E.K.K.A. and the health on that tower is really low. I put the miner to counter the musketeer. Barely counters it. I zap the prince so he doesn't charge and counter him with the Valkyrie. So basically here we go down this lane trying to distract him from the mini P.E.K.K.A. but he still countered it, and he has level 8 skeletons on his skeleton army. And my tower quickly went down to really low health. He arrowed it, and the musketeer just shot, and the time ran out. So that was a really close one. I have a new deck now, and I want to show you that replay. So let's do this one. So I had to face 4 legendaries in this one, and it was the Log, the Sparky, the Inferno Dragon, and I think the third was a princess, but I'm not sure. We'll see. So I start off with the giant, and this was just like an hour ago when I was facing this guy, and he started off with the Sparky. He has a pretty good starting hand, but I did too, so he didn't counter my push at all. So I was just going with all this stuff, and he didn't do anything about it. So I decided I'd start countering his push. And I had already taken his tower, and he's not trying to counter my push at all. So his push is just dying off while I already took a tower, and he just got a hit off my tower. So it looks like his king tower's down to 834, and a couple more shots from that bowler, and the tower's down. It's at 72 health, and my right tower's at 998. I send a miner and a log just to make sure. And that's game. That quickly against 4 legendaries, and one of which I always have trouble with. Actually 2, because I have trouble with the Sparky and the Inferno Dragon. The other legendary was the Ice Wizard they had. I don't even think he used it. Okay. Here's the one that I did before, which was also about an hour ago. Maybe an hour and 30 minutes ago. This time I was facing more of a spawner deck because he had a barbarian hut and a goblin hut. So I start off with a bowler, which isn't that bad to start off with. And he started off with his barbarian hut, which is always good to start off with because you want to get that down right away when you're playing with a spawner. I disagree with using spawners though. I hate spawners. And I go with the miner, the bowler, and the bomber, and it takes out all the barbarians. Gets a couple hits off from the miner on the tower. And the bomber only got a couple hits off, or 1 hit off actually, on the barbarian hut. And I zap all that to kill the musketeer and that barbarian. And put the bullet down to counter the hog, and he didn't even get a shot off. So I use the minions a lot to counter the barbarians that come from the spawner, because they're really good at doing that. And I put my fire spears down right away because I had a feeling he's going to put his barbarians down. But I didn't know he had that minion horde, so he put the minion horde and it completely just got demolished. This started bugging me a little bit because he had the goblin hut down, and it just does a lot of chip damage on your tower, and it gets it down really low eventually. So I put the miner on his goblin hut, and I zap it just to make sure it dies, which I think is really worth it, because if that's still alive and it gets more shots off on your tower, it's just gonna hurt you even more. Log, perfect timing, right when the Hog Rider came. Wizard's getting hit from the bowler, and I put the fire spirits down to make sure that they die, the barbarians die, and the wizard and the bowler cancel each other out. So now my towers are pretty much at full health. He puts down another goblin hut, and I start out with a giant in the back. I counter his goblin hut, but he put down the musketeer and the minion horde. I put down the bowler, the fire spirits, and the minions to counter the minion horde and anything else that comes. And he's about to put down his barbarians, and they completely get destroyed because of the bomber bowler combo. The miner distracts the wizard long enough for them to destroy the tower. So now I have 2 bowlers going down, and the battle is almost over, and the bowlers are just completely destroying everything in their way. So this is a really good deck for the kind of decks that he had, because they counter spawners and barbarians, and really cheap troops too, like goblins, goblin barrel, spear goblins. And I joined a tournament before I started this video because I wanted to show you guys a live battle with the deck that you just seen in the last replay. So here we go. It might take a little while for me to find a battle, but we're going to do it. So I haven't battled in this tournament yet, and I just joined, like I said, right before the video. Looks like we're facing a level 8, which should be fairly easy unless he has some decent cards. I've seen level 8s with level 7 rares, and I'm going to counter those goblin barrels with my bowler, which isn't that bad, but he still got a lot of damage off. We're going to see how he does at countering this push. He put the baby dragon down, which is good against the push that I put down, because nothing can hit air except the minions I just put down. I'm going to zap the minion horde, and it looks like I'm going to take down his tower already. Like I said, this deck is really overpowering. I made it myself, and I'm not sure if you guys seen it anywhere else, but I just made this deck today. Whew, that mini pack almost got my bomber. Now I'm going to just try to defend, because it's better to defend once you took a tower already. So if you can defend the whole rest of the game, you can just win. Like, you don't have to worry about taking another tower and then having no elixir to defend, and then they take your towers and you lose. I'm going to wait till this baby drag focuses on my bowler and put the minions down. He tried to predict the arrows, but he failed. He just mirrored it for no reason. And now his baby drag's going to die from the tower.
Let's go.
I'm going to put the miner on her, because I don't really have anything else. And now it's about to go into double elixir, and I will put the giant in the back. Let's put the log on this. Hopefully that mini P.E.K.K.A dies. Yep, he died. Okay, let's make him freak out and put a whole bunch of troops down. And zap that. Looks like he's going to take out my bomber and my bowler, but not before I take his tower down. So there's 2 crowns. There's no way he's coming back from this. I'm just going to make him freak out and put a bunch of troops down. And that's GG. So that was an easy win, and that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys a really good deck. If you have the miner and the log, you can use this. And leave a comment in this comment section below telling me if you want to see me build more decks for you guys. And I will see you guys next time.